The Security Service of Ukraine carried out a unique operation and hit the Crimean Bridge for the third time, this time underwater. The operation lasted several months. SSU agents mined the pillars of this illegal facility, illegal construction to be demolished. And today, without any civilian casualties, the first explosive device was activated at 4:44 a.m. The underwater supports of the pylons were severely damaged at the bottom level. 1,100 kilograms of explosives in TNT equivalent contributed to this. The bridge is in a state of emergency, as reported by SSU head Vasyl Malyuk, who personally supervised and coordinated the operation. I understand that this is probably another response from the territory of Russia, because you can hear the air raid outside the window, which means that this is another MiG-31K takeoff. Today, this MiG-31K, let me remind you, fired a cruise missile at Mykolaiv, and this is the first caliber to hit Mykolaiv region. As for the Crimean Bridge, I would like to remind you that this is the third strike on this illegal construction. God loves a Trinity, and the SSU always completes its plans and never repeats itself. Earlier, we hit the Crimean Bridge twice in 2022 and 2023, so today we continued this tradition, as they say, only underwater. First it was with missiles, then it was with trucks. Now it's happening underwater. We do not repeat ourselves. We have, many scenarios. There is no place for any illegal object of Russia on the territory of our state. So the Crimean Bridge is an absolutely legitimate target, especially given that the enemy used it as a logistics artery to supply its troops. Crimea, if anyone doubts this, I will remind you once again, is Ukraine. And any manifestations of the occupation will receive our tough response, said Vasyl Malyuk. The Crimean Bridge remains a priority target, including for the Security Service of Ukraine. On May 23, 2025, SSU head Vasyl Malyuk mentioned that Ukrainian maritime drones like Seabed with Grad systems could expand the list of potential targets in the Black Sea, including the Crimean Bridge. Malyuk also emphasized that Ukraine has the potential to completely destroy the Crimean Bridge. At the moment when people in the swamps expected that another attack or destruction of the Crimean Bridge would be carried out with the help of marine drones, it turned out that it was simply mined underwater. How did it happen? Who did it? Well, now Russia will have something to do. By the way, they have not yet completed the preliminary investigation. SSU continues to improve its unique maritime drones. After the attack on July 17, 2023, the Russians installed barge booms around the Crimean Bridge and hoped that they would preserve this illegal construction. SSU spokesman Artem Dekhtyarenko said maritime drones are improving, with the new Mamai being the fastest in the Black Sea. The Seabed drone has recently been additionally equipped with multiple launch rocket launchers, and a brigadier general of military counterintelligence noted that Seabed is a multi-purpose platform that can carry up to 2 tons of payload, including explosives. I would like to emphasize once again that the trouble came from a place they did not expect, namely from underwater explosives that were installed on the pillars of this very bridge. Those same supports, if you recall how they are arranged, they look something like this, and the explosives were placed in such a way as to cause maximum damage to the Crimean Bridge. It was not possible to restore it quickly. In order to make it impossible to use this building for a long time, we had to make it illegal.
максимально довго використовувати неможливо було цю саму забудову незаконну.
You see, they still don't want to clean it up. We've been telling them about it for years, and they keep telling us that it has been there and will be there.
Вона як путінське его стояла і буде стояти.
And it turns out that Putin's ego is as impressive as the Crimean Bridge, because after the previous attack, it disappeared for some reason. And even the net bloggers started to sound the alarm and say, "Where is Putin? Where is Putin? Has anyone seen Putin? Has anyone heard Putin?"
Чи бачив хтось Путіна, чи чув хтось Путіна, коли Путін вийде? А якщо не вийде, то скиньте м'яч, як то кажуть.
Once again, we thank our wonderful, incredible security service of Ukraine for implementing this special operation, which will go down in history as one of the special operations that helped liberate Ukraine from the occupiers.
Я думаю, увійде в історію як одна із спецоперацій, що допомогла звільнити Україну від окупантів.
I want to remind those watching from Russia what a special operation truly means. These are not what you've been trying to end for 4 years.
Оце спецоперації, а не, відповідно, те, що ви там подумали і 4-й рік не можете закінчити.
Just imagine, though, that Ukraine, having no navy, destroyed the cruiser Moskva. What's more, it destroyed almost the entire Black Sea fleet. Now its remnants are hidden somewhere in distant ports and are only brought out for another bombardment. Ukraine, lacking strategic aviation, used trucks to destroy Russia's strategic aviation. While disrupting their logistics and inspecting vehicles larger than passenger cars, the third blow to the Crimean Bridge proves Ukraine's continued success. Although again, you saw that the map showed 5 trucks that left for Russia. And in the reports, if I'm not mistaken, it was only 4. It seems there's one more operation somewhere, likely in Russia. Maybe this is why Putin hasn't been in touch for 4 days or commented on what's happening there.